Hi, everybody. It's Helen. I just wanted to talk about something that has been coming up for a few people that I'm working with or have been spending time with recently. And that is the challenge of living in a body, and how when we do a lot of energy work, a lot of healing work, quite often for some people, we're focused on energy, emotions, and mindset. And we quite often leave the body behind. Now, that's quite different if you're a yogi or a body worker. Obviously, you're coming from the other side, and sometimes the physical can release the emotional, the mental, and the energetic. But I just wanted to highlight that really there are these 4 levels that we have to work at if we want to heal. And of course, we all have 1 or 2 that are our preferences, are our like open doors. And for me, when I first found yoga, that was the door that opened everything up for me. Like through realigning my body, through going through the physical healing, I started my emotional healing work and my mental, and then eventually my spiritual work. So I worked bottom up. I'm Earth Mama, and that was my natural way in. I've seen other people whose way in might be meditation. So they're entering through the mental door, and perhaps attending a Vipassana retreat is the key for them, where they suddenly access different levels of spirituality. And I've also seen people whose emotions are, the thing that's on the surface, the thing that they want to process, the thing that's most prevalent for them. And that becomes, their emotional processing becomes the key to finding spirituality. Ultimately, though, no matter which door you walk through into living a more awakened existence, you have to tackle all 4. You can't leave one behind forever. And I notice often the physical side of things, we have to remember that from top to bottom, energetic is quick, right? Emotions and thoughts are quick. Physical is fucking hard work. Excuse the language. It's slow and it's heavy, and changes take time to stick. And even when we're energetically manifesting, sometimes it takes a little while for the universe to catch up with us, right? So an example would be, I put out for Workaways one Christmas, and it took 10 months for the first ones to actually turn up. But when they did, they were angels incarnate. And ever since then, I've just had angels walking through my door, because my intention for doing that was completely pure. But it took the universe a long time to manifest those people. One of them was in Australia. So she was stuck in Australia with COVID. She had to find a way to Europe. Her and her partner then had to create a camper van and make their journey south through Europe to find me. So it did. It took 10 months, but it was meant to be. And I think that's it. It's like sometimes we want things so fast. Our whole world is instant all the time. And it's the same with making changes on a physical level. It's the consistency that the body loves. So, for example, when I do Ayurvedic coaching, I'm always encouraging people to make 1 change a week, 1 only. And then once that one is stuck, do another one. But the worst thing you can do is landslide change your exercise, your eating, everything at once. And the reason is the body can't absorb all of that, and you'll slide back later. That's the truth. And sometimes it's worse, right? So I believe, and I strongly believe, making a change and sticking to it, so you know that you'll still be doing it maybe in 6 months, maybe 12 months, is actually better for you than making a whole slew of changes, managing them for maybe a week or 2 and then falling back again. So and this applies in particular with yoga. We leave the physical body behind when we begin to advance spiritually, but ultimately our body, if we were just meant to exist on an energetic, emotional, or mental level, we wouldn't be in a physical body. Being in a physical body is part of the 3D challenge that we live in, right? So you've got to absorb it. You've got to realize, I've got to take care of this machine that is transporting me everywhere. How do I get used to my body? And we've all picked a specific body type to give us the challenges we need in this lifetime. So from an Ayurvedic perspective, I have a lot of Pitta, which is fire, and I also have a lot of Kapha, which is earth and water. I have very little Vata. So I'm tending towards the heavy slow. If I get out of balance, that's what happens. I get tired, really slow. Other people, if you have more vata in your being, you're dealing with nervous, fast electrical energy in the body that the body can try and slow down. And you have a different set of challenges. It doesn't make one easier or one harder. We're all in our own bodies and they're all different. They're all beautiful and perfect exactly as they are. But working on that, working with that. And I have to say, if you've never tried it, yoga is a centuries old way of oiling your machine. It takes, with a bit of practice, 10-15 minutes every morning. You'll be into your hundreds, and you won't have these illnesses and ailments that seem to pepper our society. You won't be suffering from diabetes because the physical alignment, the physical connection with your body triggers so much awareness of what you're eating, what you're watching, what you're reading, who you're interacting with, and all of these things. Suddenly your body becomes this temple, this sanctuary, right? And of course we all have moments like I've often mentioned before, chocolate is my weakness, and I will still have moments where I'm consciously aware it's not great for me but I still want to do it anyway, and that's okay. But the awareness that you get with a physical body, and the joy of living in a physical body, like you can move, you can dance, you can orgasm, you can interact with other bodies. It's super exciting. It's a pleasure. And I feel like our modern world would have us believe that our bodies are not meant to be fully lived in, if that makes sense. And of course you can go the other side and you can get a little bit addicted to it and a little bit overfit, and also that's not really in balance either. So what we're looking for is happy, healthy physical bodies that support us living emotionally, energetically, and mentally healthy lives as well. So if you're not doing anything with your body, if you're not looking at your physical level, I really invite you to. And very shortly, due to huge encouragement from a number of people who've attended retreats recently, I'm going to be opening up a monthly yoga membership. And I'll be teaching a class every week, which you can join live, or you can get the replays. So you can join me. And the way I teach yoga, it's not just about the physical postures. It's very much about releasing the emotions, connecting you energetically, talking to you about the energetic lines in the body that we're all trying to realign. Because ultimately, the yoga postures is only one part of the yoga, and the postures are designed to make us into the greatest spiritual aerial that we can be, so that the energy, the downloads, everything can move through us and into us easily, and we can earth it with grace and ease. Okay, so I hope you'll join me. I'm looking forward to it, / a little bit scared, but that's okay. I hope you'll join me, and I hope this message has landed with you. Start taking care of your beautiful goddess or god machine. It's time.